This country that didn't like the third pounder because they thought it was less than the quarter pounder. I hate that. I didn't know that, and I hate that. Your local diner has a third pounder and a quarter. And I wonder how many people, if you ask them to pick the heavier sandwich, would probably say the quarter pounder because their brain looks at bigger number and doesn't think about the fraction. The reason people, fun fact, the reason a lot of people in America get into credit card debt is because to their brain, it's not real money. If you give a person cash and then tell them to go spend it, they're less likely to spend it because there's a physical sensation of losing, of giving away. We don't like that as mammals. We are very driven to hoard for some reason. You see on the opposite, cash doesn't count. Well, yeah, see, that's how I think of it, right? Like if I have cash not already earmarked for a specific purpose, it's honestly easier to spend, i.e. at a convention or at some sort of a, an outing, go into a theme park, where you're just, you're gonna spend money, so you're not as like worried about it. And plus with cash, you keep a tab what you're spending, because when it's gone, it's gone. It's not like a credit card where you don't think about how much you're racking up and then suddenly 100 becomes 1,000 and don't take a credit card to Disney. Oh my God, worst mistake I ever made. Cash and debit I like. You pay once and that's it. No paying more later. Exactly. Realistically, the only purpose for credit is to spread out large purchases. You shouldn't be financing your Chipotle burrito. Motherfucking buy now, pay later. Not to go down too deep a rabbit hole, but baby girl, look into that shit. If you're using Klarna or Afterpay to finance your life, girl, stop. You are in trouble. You can really dig a hole. I'm not even kidding. Credit score is important. Why? Because if you ever want to own a home, buy a car, or basically play the game that is late stage capitalism, you gotta fucking have that number. It sucks. I hate it, but you know what? If you can't beat the game, fucking play it, baby. Learn how to play that shit to your advantage. Fuck it, you know what I mean? Using Klarna to buy Taco Bell. People do it. That's the fucked up thing, dude. People fucking do it. It's fucking wild to me that because people have money that they can spend that isn't theirs, they do it and they don't care about the later. Some of them literally say the quiet part out loud. They're like, fuck it, that's a problem for later me. And I'm like, what is wrong with your brain? Oh my God. Main thing you put on your credit card was your student tuition, which fuels credit score and free miles for trips. Exactly. With responsible usage, credit cards can be your friend in the right circumstance, but it takes diligence. It takes like budgeting, like being honest with yourself. How much can I afford to spend? How much can I afford to pay off? It sucks. Adulting sucks. It's boring. But if you do it, things don't suck as bad. Like when I get Taco Bell and I don't have to worry about paying for it. And it's like, I feel better. Why would my score go down if I'm not using my card? I fail because I'm being responsible. It's kind of like the purpose of it is to show you're responsible, but you have to use it. So what I tell people is buy gas. Buy a tank of gas. Pay it off the next week. You know what I mean? It's a game. It's all a fucking game invented by rich people to get richer. But if you play it to your advantage and you stay on top of it, you can gain from it, but you gotta approach it from the angle of being responsible, knowing your interest rates, knowing your billing date, knowing what to pay when. Credit scores are basically adulting GPAs. Honestly, it's not wrong. Dude, even car insurance fucking uses your goddamn credit score. Keep upwards of 50 in cash. If I go out and travel, I'll keep cash on me, but around home, it's very rare that I have cash on me. Everything I do accepts tap to pay, so usually I just use my phone. I consider it more secure because no amount of like bullshit skimmers are gonna fucking take shit from my fucking Apple Pay. You know what I mean? They can't repo a hot dog. Have you ever seen Repo the Genetic Opera? They can repo body parts if we let them. That's the fucking thing. We are at the precipice of a slippery slope. Think about how much shit people with money can get away with right now. And who's gonna stop them? Think about that. Who is the person that is going to go and physically stop someone from doing anything they want to do if given enough money and power? That's fucking terrifying.